Hello, lovelies. It's you here from Go to Third Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message finds you blessed and full of abundance, okay? Now, I have a message here, okay, from someone. I'm getting that they're an earth sign mother figure, okay? They could be specifically a Virgo because we have the Hermit card here in reverse. This mother here, this mother figure here, now they don't have to directly be your mother. They could be a very mothering energy. They could be a spirit guide energy that has a lot of like mother vibes for you. Okay, like mothering, nurturing vibes for you. They really have a message here about investment. You are investing in a relationship right now because we have the Two of Cups and the Judgment energy. You are investing in a relationship. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be with work. This could be with a habit. This could be with like a friend, a family member, a career, a job. Let me take a drink of my coffee. That is really shutting you down emotionally right now. Judgment is being called on the situation here. This person could be saying like there's something that you don't understand or that you don't see very clearly about this person. Whoever this person is, there's somebody that actually puts you in this very like dark, isolated, possibly even like depressive energy. Now, it could be because this person could be depressed and their energy could be like rubbing off on you, or it could be attaching itself to you. It could be kind of like a misery loves company sort of type thing. Yeah, but this person is saying, I'm so sorry, sweetie, but it's really time for you to walk away from this person. Yeah, and they're putting you in a hangman, like pause period right now in your life because you don't realize how much this person's energy is confusing you. Right? It's confusing you from seeing your victory, from letting the sun come out and illuminate your path forward. This person is a hindrance, is a block in your path. They're a blessing blocker. You have the Wheel of Fortune here on your side. You have an opportunity to leave this behind and to leave this karmic cycle with this person behind and to rise above it. I feel like if this message is really for you, you are the type of person who just really needs like that kind of tough love kind of energy. You are attached to this person because of some kind of long-term or long-acting karmic cycle that's happening in between you and this person. That's why you feel so drawn to this person, is because you're learning a karmic lesson from them. But you have already learned, like you have already shown, they have shown you as much as they can. And now everything's on your plate. Like this person the soul has done what they can. They've shown you the lesson. Through their actions, through their choices, through their words to you. And it's just about you allowing that lesson to sink in, seeing this person for the lesson, for the opportunity to learn this lesson that they were, and to understand that you are karmically or codependently holding on to this person when they've already taught you what you need to learn. Yeah. So Spirit is saying that, Spirit put you in the position to learn from this person, that they have illuminated. Like, Spirit put you in this position with this person because this person was meant to be a mirror to you in some type of way and to illuminate some type of karma or some kind of issue that you have like within yourself. Even if the issue is I allow people that mistreat me, or that I know lie on me, or that I know cheat on me, or that I know aren't good for me. I allow people like that in my life. I keep them around because of their title, or because of my stubbornness, or because I just don't want to see the truth of people. Like that, something like that. Exactly. Wow. Something like that is happening. This person is hitting you in a very vulnerable like position, or a very like, the lesson here is that sometimes we don't see people for who they really are, but when people show us who they are, believe them. That sometimes things can hit us very unexpectedly in a place where we're very vulnerable, or in a place where we're very defenseless. And they wanted you to see, they wanted to highlight to you that this is something that needs to be healed, because it leaves you it leaves you kind of defenseless. This is something that you needed to be aware of, a tendency inside of yourself that you needed to be aware of, so that you could face it and so that you could heal it, so that you could bring the light to it, so that you are not the hermit in reverse anymore, right? Where you're hiding that light, where you're hiding the star energy that's in that lantern, but when you're holding it up, and using it to illuminate your path forward. That's what they want you to do. They want you to see this person as somebody who was supposed to temporarily come into your life, highlight this to you, and that you were supposed to rise above your connection to them and see, like, wow, I don't need to have people like this in my life. I deserve better than that. And there is something here about the fact that you are not allowing that lesson to sink in, that somehow you are attaching yourself to this person in some type of way. Instead of allowing that lesson to sink in, you're holding on to it. Perhaps because of past energy that happened between you and this person, whether it be in this lifetime or in the past. It's a very codependent energy. It's making me itch. I'm sorry, suddenly I'm itching so much in my crown chakra, and it could be because, like, your spirit guides have been trying to be like, hey, let go, move away from this person. Like, this person is no good for you, but you keep hanging out with them, you keep being around them. Yeah, there's something about this person having, like, very selfish energy, like very self-centered or very selfish energy, and it actually is stopping your progress in some type of way. This, let's be honest about it. This could also be some kind of self-gratifying or like, no, I want it. I don't want to let go of it. I don't, no, I can change them, or no, like, no, I want to learn this lesson, but I don't want to let go of this person. I want to keep them around. I want to somehow learn this lesson that people like this aren't good for me, but yet I want to keep that person around. Maybe you feel like you can change them. Maybe you feel like, oh no, I can't make it without them, or they have to be around me in some type of way. No, I can make them love me. I can change enough to make them be satisfied by me, or to want me, or to finally become a true friend to me, or finally be the the mother, the father, the brother, the whatever that they're, I can get the love and the attention and the affection and the energy from them that I feel like I should have been getting. And that's kind of what it is. Like, you have acknowledged that this person is not giving you what you need. The position, the title that you're putting in your life, you're like, I deserve a better friend. I deserve a better mother. I deserve a better father. I deserve a better lover. I deserve a better roommate. I deserve a better whatever. I deserve a better boss. But there is something here about your feelings of worth that are making you feel like, I need to change so that this person can change, instead of just saying, I need to walk away from this situation. You have developed some kind of attachment or some kind of codependency on this person of hanging on to them. I can change them. I can make them love me. I can be good enough for them to where they'll finally be the person I need them to be. That's not your lesson. Your lesson is, we can't control or change anybody else. All we can do is have our standards. All we can do is have our understanding. We can never change other people. All we can do is allow ourselves to change, is allow ourselves to develop, is allow ourselves to grow. And it is 100% true that somebody can have a very close purpose in our life for a season, it could be years, of our life. And then we can come to the realization that this person can go no further with me. Only thing that's going to happen now, things have changed between me and this person. And the only thing that's going to happen now is this person is going to keep hurting me, or keep putting me in the position to see this, I'm just going to circle right back around. Wow, this person isn't what I need. No, I can change them. No, I can do this. You circle back around, and you come right back to, this person isn't what I need. But no, I'm not going to let them go. And you circle back around, and they hurt you, or they lied to you, or they whatever. And you make all these realizations, and you go through this karmic cycle, and it comes right back around to, this person isn't what I need. And at some point, you are going to stop placing the burden of that on you, and you are going to allow the understanding of that to be placed on this person, to the fact that the person they want to be is not the friend, the family member, the lover, the whatever that I need. And that's okay. They can go be whatever they are to somebody else. And I am stopping that right lover, that new best friend, that, wow, I've had such a connection to this person and they feel like they're the mother, the father that I never had. You know, you are stopping whoever that person will actually be, that friend, that lover, that boss that you deserve. You are stopping that person from having the ability to come into your life because you are still attached to this person who you are just going around and around on the cycle with, you know, rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds around. And you keep coming back to the same conclusion. This person isn't right for you. And they're going to keep teaching you that lesson. They're not going to change. Because that is their role in your life, is to teach you. You know what? I don't want friends like these. You know what? I don't want a lover like this. You know what? You might be my mom, but you're not going to love me in the way that a mother should. You know, I might have been at this company for 10 years, but I'm unhappy here. And I absolutely can go find somewhere else to work. I absolutely can put myself out there and find a new partner who will be what I need. I absolutely can put myself out there and let my life progress naturally. And I can absolutely find, I don't want to say like a replacement mother figure, but you know, like I can find that friend, or I can find that person. It's just like, wow, like I finally found a person that I connect with in the way I always wanted to connect with my mother. You know, what I couldn't find in her, I actually found in you in some kind of type of way. And I never realized it. You know, I spent so long trying to fix my relationship with this person just to realize that they always ended up, no matter how much they, okay, I'll change, or yeah, I'll be better, or yeah, you know, they're going to be who they are. They are who they are. And that person is who they are to you. Even if they're not that way to other people, you can spend the rest of your life saying, well, why is this person such a nice person to other people, but to me, they don't show up for me. To me, they don't treat me that way. That just is what it is. That is what it is meant to be between the two of you. And you can spend the rest of your life learning over and over again what you already know now, or you can stop wasting your energy. And you can move on to the next lesson. You can move on to the next thing. You could allow this to be what it is, and that right person for you will come into your life. It might not be right away, but for some of you, I feel like it is. For some of you, I feel like, you know, the moment that you really, really, really let go of this person and you close this door with this person, like 2 days later, you're going to meet your new best friend, or you're going to meet, you know, with a lover. I see, if it's a lover that you're trying to let go of, I see you needing to spend a little bit more time by yourself, you know, to kind of reorient your energy, learn yourself, learn who you are. But if it's somebody like a friend, if it's somebody like a family member, or like a job or something like that, I see you finding a new replacement for it. Or I see you, sorry, again, I don't like using the word replacement, but that's the word that I keep hearing. It's like you feel like you're battling, honestly, with some kind of lack mentality of feeling like you'll never find somebody else to be with. Exactly. Thank you, Spirit. The lovers. Your real soulmate will come in. Your real best friend, your real soulmate, your real, that boss that just takes care of you and cares, you know, and cares about you and cares about their people. Exactly. You got to let go of these devil people. You got to let go of these karmic energies in your life. You got to let go of these people who are reflecting the darkness. You got to see this for what it is. And you have this very powerful energy here in your life with this King of Swords energy. It's a very strong masculine energy. They are bringing this tower energy down here. But they have brought it down before. And they'll bring it down again, however long, however many years, however many cycles it takes you before you realize, like, oh, okay, this is not for me. This is not my happiness. I am not happy here. Why do I keep fighting for this? Why am I fighting to be with somebody that makes me unhappy? The world. Exactly. Your intuition, your subconscious, everything, your higher self is telling you, learn this lesson. And yeah, you might be bandaged up. It might bruise you up a little bit. But you need to learn. Will it be a painful lesson? Probably. Letting go of this person and realizing what they really are and what they mean to you, what they really actually mean to you, is a hard lesson, but it's time to let go. Some of this could even involve travel for you. For some of you, you could end up moving away from this person, or again, if it's like a job, or if it's like a roommate, for some of you, it could involve you moving house, or if it's a job, it could involve you, moving career fields, or it could involve you moving to a new place. Like you could get a job offer in a new state or a new town or something like that, and you could end up moving away. But whatever this new exactly, yeah, you are going to have to use your willpower to break yourself away from this. You are going to have to say, it's enough. Enough is enough. Because that's part of the contract. Part of the contract is you have to choose to walk away from the drama, to walk away from the instability, and to choose your peace. You have to choose your peace. You have to, right? You have to make the decision to see this for what it is, to shift, to allow your perspective to shift and to kick it into high gear, to allow this energy to come in and shift you. This is some kind of emotional development that you're being asked to have here, to see what it really is. Because for some of you, the situation is like, you get the download, hey, this person isn't good for you. Hey, they're actually talking about you behind your back. Hey, this is a really toxic work environment. Hey, this actually isn't what's good for you. And then you're like, wow, nah, it can't really be them. They can't really be that bad. They can't really be wanting that for me. That can't be what it is. And it is your ego that is stopping this energy, because it is very painful. It's a painful energy to realize somebody that you hold close, or somebody that you put up on a pedestal, or somebody that you see is like a certain way is actually not what you think. For some of you, it's like the sunk cost fallacy, where it's like, I've put so much time and energy into this relationship. Like, is it all going to be for nothing? And Spirit is saying, it all won't be for nothing. It all won't be for nothing. But like, the closer energy to that is actually staying in this position and continuing to give to this person, because all this person is giving you back is karmic lessons. All this person is giving you back is pain. All this person is going to give you back is isolation, is fear, is you're not good enough. Right? And the energy is, you think you're not good enough because this person rejects you, or because this person, I'm not good enough. Walking away will be a way of me saying, I'm not good enough to fix this person, or I'm not good enough to try hard to hold on to this situation here. But the truth is, this I'm not good enough feeling is what is holding you and tying you to a situation that makes you feel like you're not good enough. Realizing that you deserve better is your lesson. I am too good. Like, I love myself too much to stay in a relationship with somebody who makes me feel like shit. I love myself too much. I am worth being in a relationship with friends and family who make me feel loved and accepted. I am worth being in a romantic relationship with somebody that actually goes well. That there actually isn't fights and ups and downs and push and pull. And I deserve more than this. I deserve better than an absentee person who isn't around, or who isn't making effort on their side. I deserve a person, who is wanting to be there for me, who is wanting to show up for me, who doesn't allow things to just sit and allow things to grow distance in between the two of us. But they want to speak on it, or they want to face it, or they want to move on, so we can move on from it, and they'll really let go of it and really move on from it. There's something here about that, how this person holds on to things. How this person says, oh yeah, that's squashed between us. That's over. We're not fighting about that anymore. But yet this person really doesn't let go of it because they will continue to allow things that you say to trigger them. And it's because you're a karmic lesson to this person too, right? You're a lesson. You're both a lesson to each other about how your egos get in the way from having a good actual relationship. You're both a karmic lesson to this person. And so you will continue to find your words being mixed. Minced. Is it minced? You will continue to find that this person takes your actions and your words out of context. That you'll say something and this person will take it as something different. And you're like, wait, that's not what I meant by that. Why would you think that I meant that? That's so mean. Why would you think that I meant that in a mean way? Situations like that will continue to happen. And I feel like you've been putting it on you, like, okay, well, maybe I'm not explaining myself enough, or maybe I need to change the way that I act or the way that I talk about things so this person isn't, misunderstanding me. Maybe I need to walk on eggshells around this person so that they don't get hurt, or so that, oh, well, I said this one thing and now I don't get invited to any of the holiday get-togethers because this one person took something that I said as something else. Things like that will continue to happen. Stop saying that they're just coincidences. Stop saying that, oh, well, maybe it's my fault this person misinterpreted. If this person wanted to hash it out, they would come to you and be like, hey, did you mean that by this? No, I didn't. I meant this. Oh, and then they would really let it go. But I feel like even for some of you, even when you explain yourself, this person is kind of just like, oh yeah, I'm sure that's what you meant. But in the back of their mind, they're like, no, you didn't. You really meant this. You really meant that. And Spirit wants you to know that all of this dipping and dodging and tiptoeing and walking on eggshells that you're doing all you're doing is compromising your own self, your sense of self, and all you're doing is compromising your own worth. Because these little miscommunications, these little, oh, you say one thing and this person takes it onto themselves and they don't talk to you for 2 weeks. And you're just like, oh, hey, is everything okay? This person's like, everything's fine. And there's like passive aggressiveness and you're not getting invited to things, or you're getting left out, or, you're hearing that this person is saying something about you behind your back and you're like, whoa, is everything okay? This is just a misunderstanding. Everything's good, right? Or, you go to your boss and you say this one thing, but they're misinterpreting it and they're taking it as something else. And they're coming to you like, hey, I'm going to have to write you up for insubordination because you said this and said that. And, or taking other people's sides over you. That is going to continue to happen because it is the universe telling you, you and this person just don't jive. And it's not on you to take the burden of changing yourself or adapting yourself and moving around and, like, oh, this person has a round hole. Well, I'm a square peg. I need to just smooth out my sides so that I can fit into what this person expects me to be. Or you could go find somebody that has a square hole and you're like, congratulations, I'm a square peg and we just fit together, Because at one point, maybe you were, maybe the two of y'all did fit together. And that is the kind of energy that you're feeling here, is that you're like, but I did used to be a round hole, or a round peg. We used to fit together. We used to get each other. We used to understand each other. But I've changed. And now I'm square. Now I have these like square angles on me, and now I don't fit in with that person anymore. That's okay. That's okay. You're not meant to say, oh, you know what? Well, let me step a few paces back. Let me round out my corner so that I am still a square. I'm still a square and we can still, I'm not a square anymore and we still fit together. No, you are meant to be a square now. You were round in the past and now you're meant to be a square. That's okay. And there's something here about, how like people will call people a square when it's like, oh, you're dull. Oh, you're, like, oh, you don't want to do the thing, like maybe you don't You know, you don't want to participate in the drama as much anymore. Maybe you don't want to participate in the, you know, going out and partying and stuff. And people are like, you don't drink now, you don't smoke now, you don't hang out, you don't party with us, you ain't coming out with us every weekend like you used to. You know, when we sit around and we're all just talking shit, you just kind of sit there and like act like you don't want to be there. Like, you know, we're sitting there talking shit about our relationships or doing something like that, and you're just kind of sitting there, and it's kind of just like, you don't fit in with us anymore. You're square now. You know, like, why don't you just go with the flow? And it's like, well, y'all could go with my flow. No. You know, and it's okay. It's okay. You're meant to be different than them now. You're meant to be different than that person. The two of you aren't meant to vibe anymore. And I feel like you're feeling like this loss. You're feeling like you could definitely be going through like the stages of grief. You know, and you could be kind of getting more toward, I think you could be in the bargaining stage. And that's what trying to be like, oh no, you know what? I can round out my corners. You know, I can still fit in. You know, I'm still with you guys, or I'm still with you. We're still together in a relationship. But it's just, and it's not like you're looking at, but it's just like fundamentally like, I don't want to be that person anymore. You guys want to be about drama, or you want to be about this or that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I don't want to be about that anymore. You still want to go out and party every single weekend? Well, I'd rather be going to the gym, or I'd rather be meditating, or I'd rather be connecting with my spirit guides. I'd rather be doing other stuff. I'd rather be improving myself instead of sitting around complaining, or instead of doing this. Like, you know, or this job is asking you to do things that are making you compromise your morals. And you're like, I'm not okay with that anymore. And it's like, well, Johnson, you used to just go along with this. You should just be fine with it. You know, if you're not okay with this anymore, maybe that'll, you know, that might affect your work performance evaluation. Like, okay, let it affect it. Like, I don't want to be this person anymore. I don't want to take advantage of people anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I feel like that's wrong. You know, and it could be a good time. You know, this is big clues for you. This is time to exit. It's time to exit this situation, because like, you just don't match with it anymore. And that's okay. It's okay that you don't match. It's okay that you don't get along. It's okay that you're not the same that you used to be. You know, things change. People grow. People grow apart sometimes. And that can be very sad. It can be very sad to realize, wow, me and my partner, we've really grown apart and we just don't fundamentally match each other anymore. Or me and my best friend, or me and my family, I just don't want to compromise myself in the way, you know, I got acceptance for them because I was compromising who I really was. I don't feel like compromising anymore, and I'm standing out. You know, I'm standing out. I'm being different. I'm wanting to do different things. I'm wanting to take my life in a different direction. And that makes me not the same as I used to be. That makes me not the person that I used to be. I don't fit in with them like I used to. I don't laugh at the same jokes. I don't find the same activities fun or funny anymore. You know, like, I'm just different now. You know, and you might find yourself hanging out with a different crowd. You might find yourself being drawn to do different activities, you know, or stop certain activities that you're just like, look, like, I'm trying to get clean. Like, look, I'm not trying to be involved in that. I'm not trying to be taking a different person home every weekend anymore. You know, like, the club just not my vibe anymore. The bars just aren't my vibe anymore. Like, what happened to you? You used to like partying. You used to like going out and getting drunk, and you know, you used to be the best at going home and getting this girl and that girl to go home with you and do this and do that. And what's happened to you, bro? Like, all you want to do is like meditate and run, and like, you're getting sober, and like, what happened to you? You're lame now. Like, okay, let me be lame then. You know, and you might find yourself being like, okay, let me go out with them. Let me spend time with them, you know? But you find yourself sitting there listening to them, and you find yourself just being like, I just can't get down. I can't get jiggy with this. Like, you just find yourself being like, nah, like, it's not for me, bro. Like, I really don't like to drink that way anymore. Or, you know, like, I really don't like just going home with random people. I don't like random people just touching all over me anymore. I don't like to be in big crowds like I used to. You know, I'm more sensitive about stuff now. And it's just like, or you're sitting there trying to have a conversation with these people, and you're like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all ain't talking about shit. Like, do we always have to talk about this? Can't we talk about some real stuff? Or can't we, you know, do we always have to be about that? And it's like, yeah, I mean, that's who we are. And it's like, okay. And for some of you, I feel like you're having a really hard time being like, damn, this is really who I am now. Like, I'm not that person anymore, and damn, that means that my friends and me, we don't get along anymore. That means that me and, my coworkers that I used to go out with all the time, we don't get along anymore. I'm more isolated. I'm more by myself. I'm more ducked off. I'm more keeping my hood up and I'm walking away and going home and, spending more time with myself. And you could have people being like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you come out with us anymore? Why don't you hang out with us anymore? Are you too good to eat this food? Oh, you're a vegan now? You can't eat this food anymore? Oh, you want to just go and do that now or whatever? It's like, yeah, I am different now. And the people that truly love you and accept you are going to accept that you're this different person. And I do think that you will have some people that you will still be able to kick it with, that will be like, okay, well, you seem happier now. Like, that's what's up. Like, we'll just do something different then, like, oh, okay, you're not my drinking buddy anymore, like, and that's okay. And it's okay that you're not that anymore, you'll be my person that I go to the gym with, or you'll be that person that I go and just sit down and eat lunch with and we eat salads or something, like, we'll make it work. You're not that anymore. That's cool. It's okay. You seem happy. You seem healthy. Like, you seem like you're doing what you need to do for you. Those are the type of people that you need to have in your life. Those are the type of people that you need to treasure and that it's worth holding on to. Not the people who are like passive aggressively just distancing themselves from you, or people that are just straight up confronting you and calling you out and being like, why aren't you this person anymore? You need to go back to being that other person. Like, don't care if you're happy, don't ask you what you got going on, but they're just about what you meant to them. And once you're not that anymore, it's like, oh, you're not that anymore for me? Okay, then anyway, let them go. Let them go, let them move on, because that's the difference, is that you're learning your lesson. And this is a lesson you need to learn. You're learning other lessons, and that's making you a vibrational non-match to these people, or this person, or, this company, or whatever it is. Exactly. You're stepping into your energy, and you need to be aware of that. Like, there is a different version of you that is trying to be birthed into existence right now. Right? And emotionally, you need to catch up. It's like, you need to catch up with what the changes. Like, you're like, emotionally, you're slowly catching up with your new vibration. You're realizing, like, oh, it's like when we talk about anything else, when you realize, oh, I am not a vibrational match to that activity anymore. Oh, I am not a vibrational match to that food anymore. When you start changing and start moving stuff around, you're like, damn, I just can't eat that anymore. Like, damn, every time I eat that, like, oh my gosh, like, for me, it's pork. I can't do it anymore, y'all. Like, my stomach gets, and I really like pork, and I know it's not a very healthy meat for you, but for me, it's pork. Like, I can still eat some sausage, I can still eat some bacon, but besides that, like, anytime I eat pork, my stomach is like in knots, and I'm paying for it, and I'm like, I just can't do it anymore. I'm just not a vibrational match for it anymore. At least right now. That might change in the future, but like, for right now, it's a no. Also, another big thing for me, which I wasn't like a huge person, but crustaceans, like crabs, lobster. Like, I can kind of do shrimp a little bit. I can't do it anymore, y'all. Like, I can't do it anymore, which is kind of weird. But I feel wrong. Like, it feels like, I don't know. Like, it just feels wrong to eat them. It just feels like morally wrong, which is like a weird sensation to me. Like, with the pork, it's like my physical body is like, yuck, I don't want to eat that. But with like crabs and crustaceans and stuff like that, somewhat with fish, but mostly with that, like with crustacean, like shellfish. Something about the shellfish, it feels morally wrong to eat them. To the point where, like, I feel like I could cry. Like, I'm just like, this is terrible. It's wrong. These are my friends. I shouldn't be eating. That's kind of what it feels like. I'm trying to figure out what it is, what's got me feeling that way. But I'm kind of feeling that way, and so it's stuff like that. You might just be feeling that way, and just like how you change and you're like, I can't do this activity anymore. Like, I can't do that anymore. It just doesn't hit like it used to. Like, it's not the same anymore. Like, I got to give that up, Like, I've never been a really big drinker. I got more into drinking, like alcohol and stuff like that, when I was in college. And now, bro, I go months and months and months without drinking. And when I do, I cannot handle it like I used to. That's also just my age and my body just getting older. But like, I can't. I feel it. I'm just like, no. Like, liquor? No. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. Like, I can drink some wine and I can drink some other things, but like, I can't do it anymore. It's not the same anymore. I gotta recover for days. Anything that I eat or that I drink or that I do anything like that and I have to recover for days, nah, my body's letting me know. And that is, and you guys might be dealing with this kind of stuff too, Definitely, I feel like if you're obviously dealing with people and relationships in your life like that, you're probably most likely dealing with other stuff, activities and things that you used to participate in, things that you used to like, you just don't do it anymore, like fussing, arguing, fighting. I'm just not gonna do it anymore. Like, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not gonna do all that shit. That's crazy. And so for some of you, like, it really might be this way, where this is just something that Spirit is like, look, this confuses you. This takes you off your path. It's not for you, and there's a reason that you feel this way. There's a reason that you're just like, I just don't vibe with these people anymore. Yeah. And Spirit says you got to get, Spirit's kind of calling you out just a little bit and saying, you got to grow a backbone with yourself. Have some discipline with yourself, because you know that you are trying to purify your energy so that this new version of you can be birthed into existence. You got a whole new plan. You got a whole new world to go involve yourself in. But this is 100% about your willpower, right? This lesson is about your willpower. You have to choose. You have sovereignty over yourself. You have elevated enough to where your spirit guides are like, no, you know that you're a sovereign being. You know that you have your own will as a soul. Baby, you're going to have to do it. We're not bringing those same kind of tower moments in your life that take things away from you outside of your will. The big lesson, the big line in this contract was, I have to choose to walk away. Signed, your soul self. Okay? And your spirit guides and your guides and everything, they're coming forward and they're like, baby, if this is in the contract, you have to choose. You already know better. We've given you the downloads. We've come to you in dreams. We've let you know through whatever clair abilities you might have, through your body, through your mind, through your dreams, through whatever, that this person is not good for you. You know that these people aren't good for you. You know that this relationship with this isn't good for you. You got to choose to walk away. You got to choose to go without it. And it's going to take you coming to the acceptance. And I really feel like that, like your spirit guides are saying that that's what it is for some of you, is that you are really having to come around to the acceptance of this, as this is what it is. Of, that you were stuck in the bargaining phase, I feel like, for a long time. And the bargaining phase for you was compromising who you were, It was, no, I'm not a square. I'm still round. I'm still cool. We can still jive, I can still do that. I'm still down with that. And then you're over there like, I can't jive with this. I don't jive with this, It's exhausting you. Energetically, it's exhausting you. And you got so much more important things to do than to spend so much of your energy holding on to these people, or holding on to this person, or holding on to this job, or holding on to this mindset. Because that's what it really is a mindset. It's a codependency inside your own mind of, I can't move on. I can't let go. I want to hold on. Exactly. Like, I want to stay with this person. I want to stay with these people. I want to stay in this group. I need love. I need acceptance. But their rejection is a blessing to you. Because it's time for you to step up. Exactly. King and Queen of Wands. It's time for you to step up. With the Four of Wands behind it, it is time for you to step up and find the energy that actually matches you, because Spirit is saying there's a new version of you. This much more bold, passionate, knowing version of you. And like I said, when you let go of these things, your true soul matches can come into your life. Right? Those true things that match that bold, passionate, knowing energy can come into your life. You can find that place or those people that feel like actual home, not people that make you feel rejected, not a job that makes you feel like you have to question your morality, not not a thing where it's like, oh, I can't stand going in this place, or I can't stand being around these people. Like, why are you fighting for that? Why are you holding on to that? Okay. This is information that needs to come to you. You might be angry. You might have to go through the stages, but there is this kind of awareness. Like, okay, are you done with your bargaining stage? Are you done with compromising yourself? Okay, now we can move on to acceptance. Right? Now we can move on to, this isn't going backwards. It's only, because for a lot of you could have been like, I wish things could have just been the way they used to be. Like when we for years we've been friends, or for years I got along with these people, or I was fine with it, and now I can't go back. I can't go back anymore. And it's that realization, like me, like being like, because for a long time I would still buy it and be like, maybe it was just the sauce that I put on it, maybe it was just my day, it was y'all. And now it's just kind of like, okay, I've accepted it. Like, I'm not, it's not, oh, I don't need to put that sauce on it, let me cook it a different way. It's not, that it doesn't settle with me anymore. It doesn't settle with me. It doesn't settle with my body. It's not good. It's not doing right by me anymore. I need to let it go. And that's the energy, which obviously it's easier to let go of something like that in some situations than it is to let go of friends or family members or people that might have been in your life for your whole life, or a job, that is tied to your financial security, whether or not you're able to pay your bills, whether or not you're able to have food on the table, whether or not you're able to have lights and heat on in your house in the wintertime, whether or not you can pay for your kids to eat and stuff like that. And those can be harder challenges to us than the little things. But Spirit is saying, like, it's really coming down. Like, you are at a place now in your life on your spiritual path where it's coming down to the really big stuff like this. And this big stuff is stuff that you have to choose. Your spirit guides can let you know through your body, oh, pork's not good for you anymore. That's an easy thing. To be like, oh, okay. But you still have to choose. You can keep getting sick. I could choose to be like, no, I'm not letting go of pork, and continue to get sick every time I ate it. And you can continue to be hurt by these people. You can continue to feel left out. You can continue to get your feelings hurt. You can continue to be misunderstood, or you can see this for what it is. Because that's not going to change. Things aren't going to go back to the way that they were. This person is who they are, and you have changed. And you have changed enough to not fit with this person anymore. And that's okay. But again, Spirit has said, I feel like you've just had to go through the stages of grief and and you're coming around to acceptance of like, okay, I can let this go. I don't have to go around on another karmic cycle with this person. I can let this go. I can see what this is. I can be okay with letting it go. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for the work that you're doing. Keep going forward. Keep doing your thing. Give it up, because your life is just going to feel so much better when you do. You're going to feel healthier. You're going to feel stronger. You're going to feel much more energized. Yeah. And I think that Spirit is helping you out as much as you can, as much as they can. I think that you will naturally find yourself drifting away, from these people. You will find yourself not feeling as drawn to them, not feeling as connected to them. You will find yourself feeling like You know, if it's like a job, you just feel yourself being like, man, like every time I go in this job, I feel sick, or every single time I got a headache, or every single time I'm around this person, like it's just not good. And I've got to honor that. I've got to honor myself to understand that I'm being taught a lesson here. Like I'm being told, you know, my own body, my own self is showing me I reject this. I don't like it. It's making me sick. It's not good for me, you know? And I think that you will see that. That you will see that, and that if you pay attention to it, you know, enough to be like, okay, like I respect myself and I honor myself and I honor my feelings enough to pay attention to that and to not continue to put myself in compromising positions, it will pay back. Showing up for yourself in this way is going to really pay you back. Okay? Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. This is what I have for you. I hope this gave you the love letter clarity that you needed in your situation. Okay? If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, my contact information is down below. Please, YouTube things, like, share, subscribe. Let me know if this resonated for you down in the comment section down below. Thank you to your angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding you here to get this information. Thank you to my angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides for helping me to develop my gifts enough to deliver this information to you, as well as keeping me safe while I did so. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. As always, good luck to you out there. Okay, I wish you strength. I wish you love. I wish you understanding and clarity. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.